Hi, fourth grade, and welcome back to Math Mr. G. I'm here for my students at the Syracuse Academy of Citizenship. Today we're working on Zern Mission 4, Lesson 8, as an example. You can see here our objective today is to identify and measure angles as turns and recognize them in various contexts. When I think about angles as turns, and I think about them in the most common context, I think, of course, about clocks, our standard clocks here, not digital clocks. And I think about them this way because as a circle, it's a full 360 degrees, and our hands move at angular movements. They move in angles. So to show you a really good example of this, let's say my small hand is on the 12th, and as time goes on, my long hand, of course, starts at noon, and then it comes around and makes angles as it goes around the clock. And each stop it would make makes a different angle, all the way back to 360 degrees, where, of course, the small hand would be on the 1 o'clock. But let's say, of course, that my long hand here were to make a stop at the 3, making this 12:15. The hand started here at the top, and then it moved this way, all the way to 3. And you'll notice at this point, I've made almost a 90-degree angle. Of course, as the hand moves to the 3, this shorter hand will move just a little bit here this way, but more often than not, this looks almost exactly like a 90 degree. And I'll draw it that way. And it can go all the way down to 180 degrees here. Let's draw that in. Let's say we're to move to the 6. This now makes 180 degrees. Type that in. And it keeps going all the way around the clock till it's back to its spot and is at 360 degrees. This is just a really good example of how to identify and measure angles as you see them in different contexts. You can see even, for instance, on tires, you can see on steering wheels, you can see on a number of circular objects how things move at angles in different contexts around the world in your life. One of the best ways to practice angles and to start seeing them and understanding them is to look for them in your everyday life, because we are surrounded by angles all day, every day. I look forward to seeing your work, and I'll talk to you guys tomorrow.